It's me again. Hebrews like men who say that everything that's going wrong in your life is because black women. Hebrew Israelite women, it's our fault. Okay? So in this message, I'm asking you, is it still our fault? Okay. And I'm going to be reading here from Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter in the Apocrypha. And I find this so interesting how you Hebrew Israelite men, you can find whatever you want to bring about in the Apocrypha. You're talking about Edoris and you going into Jubilees. I mean, you go into all these different parts of the Bible, but I've never heard you touch on any of the stuff that the Holy Spirit has shown me. So I'm wondering, why is he not saying to you what he's shown me? But then I guess he did say something to you about it, but you just chose to ignore it. So then he had to use a woman to tell you, right? Because it's not me doing this. Man, let me tell you something. Let me just get you straight right here, right now. There are so many other things that I really would like to be doing. I am serious. You just don't know. Okay? I have lots of other things that I would love to be doing instead of sitting here giving a message to some stiff-necked, hard-headed, arrogant, selfish men who don't even respect our God. But here I am on a Sunday in my room, got to give this message to you because you decided you didn't want to hear God. Or Yah, or whatever you want to call him. Then you call him by these names. You call him all by these names. Then you don't even obey him. Please. You're so pathetic. Anyways, okay, here we go. I'm in the book of Deuteronomy, and I'm going to be reading from the Deuteronomy 22nd chapter, verses 13 through 19. Okay, here we go. When a man takes a wife, single, it doesn't say plural, it says wife again, and after having intercourse with her, turns against her and brings trumped up charges against her, giving her a bad name and saying, I took this woman and slept with her and did not find proof of her virginity in her. That sounds like the same thing today. Oh, baby, please. If you get pregnant, I'll take care of the baby. No, you need to put on a condom, or we need to get married. No, I'll marry you. I'll do it, but you're so caught up in the heat of the moment. You're lying. Okay. And then you come and you bring these women, these Negro women on these talk shows, and you talk so bad to them. You treat them so bad. Then the girl's father and mother shall take proof of her virginity to the elders of the town at the town gate. The girl's father shall say to the elders, I gave my daughter in marriage to this man, and he has turned against her. He has trumped up a charge and said, I have not found proof of virginity in your daughter. Here are the proofs. They shall then spread the garment before the elders of the town. The elders shall take the man and punish him. They shall fine him 100 pieces of silver because he has given a bad name to the virgin of Israel, or to a Hebrew Israelite young girl. So is it still her fault? I'm trying to find out where we're at fault for you making your decisions. Because it sounds right here, this guy right here, he made a decision to lie on this girl. He wanted to just he even he went so far as to marrying this girl, marrying her, robbing her of her virginity, and lying and saying she wasn't a virgin. And hand them over to the girl's father. She shall be his wife. He is not free to divorce her all his life long. And that's it. That's it. It is even knowing, it even is saying right here, even when you sleep with a woman, that is your wife. That is your wife. You guys got so many wives running around here. You talking about, and then they came up with this thing talking about, oh, it's just a piece of paper. But let me tell you something, you're cursed. It says, God is angry at his people. He is angry at the Hebrew Israelite black men first for not taking responsibility. That's what he is saying. That's what he's telling me. And then he told me to look at this word, a curse. It says a curse, under a curse. Hebrew Israelite, disobedient black men are under a curse, period. And what this means is this word means the angel of death walks this accursed house. It also means it's used to express a strong dislike or anger towards someone or something, those accursed books. In other words, the father has a very strong dislike for the disobedient men of faith right now. If you are a man of faith and you are doing what is right, the Holy Spirit is not speaking to you. He's not speaking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm just speaking what the Father's telling me, but I'm not talking to you. So listen here. The Father told me you know it alls. He wants you to answer him. And he told me to go to Job 38, and I'm not going to read all of it, but he just told me, I just highlighted some of the things he wanted me to read to you. And in verse, let me see here, what chapter 38, verse 4, it says here, where was thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Declare if you have understanding. That's what he's saying to you Hebrew Israelite men who know it all. You know everything. Verse 7, he told me to ask you, when the morning stars sang together and all the sons of Ahiah shouted for joy, where were you? Where were you then? Or who shut up the sea with doors when it brake forth, as it had issued out of the womb? Another question he has for you, have the gates of death been opened unto you? Or hast thou seen the doors of the shadow of death? Hast thou perceived the breath of the earth? Declare if thou knowest all. That is what the Father is saying to you men now. You know everything. You know it all. You know about women. You know what women are supposed to do, what they're not supposed to do. You know stuff that you're not talking about. And then you sit back and act like you don't know anything's going on. And then you have debased the Hebrew Israelite women all over the earth and treat us and beat us with your words. Treat us bad, act like we don't know anything. Shut up, don't say nothing, don't talk, don't do anything. But yet it is a woman who bathes you when you are sick. It is a woman who brings your children into this earth and bears the pain of death. It is a woman who keeps your house clean. It is a woman who lays with you to try to please you. Oh, yeah. Oh, here, verse 22, it says, hast thou entered into the treasures of the snow, or hast thou seen the treasures of the hell? Which have you reserved against the time, or trouble against the day of battle and war? That's another question. Has the reign of a father, or who has begotten the drops of dew, out of whose womb came the ice and the hoary frost of heaven? Who hath gendered it? 33. Knowest thou the ordinance of heaven? Do you know the ordinance of heaven? Smart Hebrew Israelite men who have ruined, who says that it's Hebrew Israelite women's fault, it's women of color's fault. It's our fault. We're the ones. It's all our fault. Canst thou set the dominion thereof in the earth? Abba wants to know, can you send lightnings that they may go and say unto them, here they are? Can you show the Father where they're at right now? Who have put vision in the inward parts, or who have given understanding to the heart? Who can number the clouds in wisdom, or who of you can stay the bottles of heaven? I don't hear anything. I hear silence right now. Okay, verse 19. Hast thou given me? Has thou given the horse strength? Sure you have, because you know everything. It's all our fault, right? That's your answer. It's the black women's fault. Hast thou clothed your neck with thunder? Can you do that? This means that the hail and snow are under the direction of Ahiah Shirahiah. Several times he has used hail to destroy his enemies. Exodus 9:22-26, Joshua 10:11, Psalms 18:12-13, 78:47-48, Psalms 109:32. In the future, hail will fall again as a part of the judgment. Revelations 8:7, 11:19, 16:21, Ezra 38:21. Did you know that? Because I knew it, But of course, I could never have known that because I'm a dumb woman. I'm a dumb black woman, and I don't know anything. And it's all my fault, right? Remember, it's all my fault. Yes, it's my fault. Now, but we're going to talk about Midian. We're going to talk about Midian right now. Okay. All right. Greek, Median. Okay. It is a geographical place of the Midianites, a people mentioned in the Torah and in the Quran. Scholars generally consider it to have been located in northwest Arabia Peninsula on the east shore of the Gulf of Aqaba, on the Red Sea, excuse me, and have long associated it with the region of Modiana, reported by the same area by Ptolemy. Ptolemy, I'm sorry. Hadad the Edomite is specifically stated in 1 Kings 11:7-18 to have passed through Midian and Paran while fleeing from Edom to Egypt. Even so, some scholars have claimed Midian was not a geographical area, but a league of tribes. And then that's Psalms 83. And that backs up what I found that information where they said Midianites was really not, it was not really their name. They were Arabic people. But they've been lying saying that that's what they were. See? In the last days, the Bible said truth was going to be poured out upon all his people. Midianite region, it's more of a region, it's not really a people. The Midianites, through their apparent religio-political connection with the Moabites, are thought to have worshipped a multitude of gods. So how can these people be God's people when we're supposed to worship one God, right? One creator, including Baal Peor, the Queen of Heaven. They're celebrating the Queen of Heaven, Easter. It's the same people. It's the same tricks and the same lies, people. Ashtaroth. The Midianites have worshipped Yahweh, the God of whom the Bible Moses encountered at the burning bush at the far end of the Midian's wilderness. It is uncertain, however, which deities Midianites worshipped. A land or league. Some scholars have suggested that Midian did not refer to a geographical area or a specific tribe, but to a confederation, a league of tribes brought together as a collective worship purpose. See? The league is what? Psalms 83. You can go back right there. You can check it out if you want to. Those of you who still don't believe. Biblical references. Midian was the son of Abraham. Joseph was sold by the Midianites who came across him, and they sold him to the Ishmaelites. Midian was where Moses spent 40 years in voluntary exile after murdering an Egyptian. 4. Moses married Zipporah, the daughter of Jethro, the priest of Midian, also known as Reuel. I'm going to skip down to number 7. Cosby, or Kozbi, daughter of the Midianite chief Zer, was speared by Phinehas together with Zamari. Zamari was the son of a Sodomite chief. And I want to point out again, our people were princesses and kings and chiefs and queens. We were just not, I'm not saying people don't get caught up in it. I'm not saying that. I'm just letting you know this. We are descendants of queens and priests and kings and queens. Now, you may want to deny your heritage, but I'm not going to, okay? It's nothing wrong with knowing you came from a line of people that you were, that a king, we were dispersed. We don't even know who these people were, okay? Anyways, let me go on. Okay, Zamari was the son of a Simeonite chief, while Cosby was a Midianite woman, taken into his family by Zamari. The Midianite women's seductions of Israelites to their idol Baal Peor or Baal Figor is described as the cause offense to Abba, even though the Midianites were racially, racially akin to the Israelites as descendants of Abraham and Moses' own wife Zipporah was a Midianite. Ignoring this, it lasts one modern day. Then that word racially, it says a state of open, prolonged fighting, disharmony between two persons. So, anyways, right here, the Midianites and the Israelites is we go. It's a long history of these people harassing us and doing evil to us. So, do you think just because we're living in the year 2016, 21st century, they've stopped? No, they just have different other ways that they're doing it. Okay, they'll bring their wives. They got women, I believe, that they were brainwashed to marry you, Hebrew Israelite men. They didn't love you, and I don't think they do. When the time to go, they're gonna leave you anyway. Okay, so anyways, it says, now listen, ignoring this at last, one modern day movement has interpreted this story as a prohibition against miscegenation. And what that means is interbreeding of different races. We were not supposed to interbreed then. We were not supposed to interbreed now, and we're not supposed to interbreed in the future. This is the truth. I'm not speaking against anyone's marriage whatsoever. This is the truth. Moses condemned the Midianite women as the cause of the enmity between the Israelites and the Midianites, and ordered every woman who slept with a man to be killed. Numbers 31:17. And then you can go on other websites if you want to find more information about that. It's the truth. Okay, so I'm going to cut it off right here again. Hebrew men, is it still our fault? Part 2. All right, I'm out. Peace. Talk to you later.